So here we have an industrial battery, and so we're going to take off the side plate and remove it from the lift truck or any kind of forklift. So this happens to be a Crown Reach truck. So we're going to remove this plate and just pull the battery out and set it on the forks. So just take this plate out, set it over here, and then we can pull the truck out and set it on the forks.
Now I said truck, but we're going to actually remove the battery.
Or use a block. And always remember to disconnect the battery. And just let it hang. Now we got the battery just about halfway out. So what I like to do is take a block right here and just set it on. Just pull it out the rest of the way. You don't want this battery to fall on the floor. This battery weighs approximately 2,150 pounds.
Now, if you see that number on top, it says specific gravity 1.285. We'll research that back in a minute, but that's the number that the gravity level gauge should typically show, 1.2.
So let's go ahead and remove it out the rest of the way so we can remove the caps. And that's far enough. Got it set on blocks. So now we can remove each cap and check the water levels and the gravity levels. So all you got to do is take these just untwist, just like this. See how it turns? That's locked in place. We unlock it, pull it out, give it a little wiggle. And this is called an injector. And so the way how this works is when the operator wants to fill the battery up with water, he just takes this quick flow connector, plug up to the water hose, cut it on, and each injector is going to fill out water until it gets to the top of the cell, which is going to be about right here. So this particular battery has 18 injectors, which means it's a 36-volt truck. So we're going to check each cell. I just want to show you just how you remove it. Then you just go to the next one, give it a twist, like that, just pull it out. We can check each cell. As you can see, there's water in here. So I'm assuming if there's water in here, water in here, there's water in the rest of them. But we want to check them, just make sure. So let's go ahead and get this set on blocks, which is what we have. And then we'll go ahead and remove each injector. And let's get our hydrometer so we can show you how that works. So this tool is called a hydrometer. And what this tool allows us to do is check the specific gravity levels in an industrial battery. As you can see, the gauge is marked with red, white, and green. And at the bottom of it, there's these little pellets. They look like small BBs. And as the water that's installed through the tube, this here floats up in the air, and it tells the specific gravity levels inside an industrial battery. So I just wanted to show you this tool first, and I'm going to show you exactly how we use it.
Now, on a side note, when I mentioned earlier about the specific gravity, and you've seen that 1.25, that 1.2 represents the green sight inside the glass. If you see one that's into the red, that means that the battery needs to be recharged or possibly serviced. White is kind of like that 50-50. But when you see the green, that's your specific gravity, and it'll show anywhere between 1.2. So that was just a reference point when I mentioned earlier about the 1.2 gravity levels.
So again, this is called hydrometer. And we'll go ahead and get set up so I can show you how to take measurements inside of an industrial battery. So we removed each of the injectors out of each cell. This battery has 18 cells, so it's a 36 volt battery. So what we're going to do is check the water levels first, which we already did. We know they got water in them. Now we're going to use that gauge and see how the gravity levels look. So here's a gauge. Let's take it upside down. Put it in the hole like this. It's got a suction plunger on there. So you're going to squeeze this, suck some of the water out. It may be hard to see from the video from there. So I'm going to bring this over and show you. So what we have here is, if you look at it, you see the water levels in there, but it's showing right at the green. See it wiggling there? So that tells me that that specific cell has enough acid and gravity levels to stay at 2.1 volts. So we'll go ahead and put that back in there. And again, we'll check the other ones as well. And we're going to do maybe 3, maybe 4. So that's 1. We're going to do this one. Again, you see the water level. Put that, you want to put that acid back in the same cell. You never want to mix them. I'll do this one here. This will be the third. Again, it's pan close. You can see that. See the water level. We'll do one more for time.
Specific gravity should be at 1.2.
This one is a little bit higher. As you can see, it's in the green. So that tells me that this battery, each cell, has got enough water and the gravity levels is good. So we'll go ahead and put this back in there and we'll put the caps back on. So now we'll go ahead and put the injectors back in each cell, like this. And all you gotta do is get it down there. And this twist, so just give it a twist. You can see it turning. Just give it a twist. And then give this one a twist. So we'll go ahead and twist those, put them back in place. And just remember, before you do the gravity test, you got to check and make sure your cell's got water in it. See how it's shiny down in there? It does have water in there. See how it's kind of shiny? You got to check each cell, because if it ain't got no water in there, you can't perform the test. I'm trying to get a better picture. See how it's shiny down there? See how it's kind of shiny? So that means it's got water in there. So let's go ahead and finish putting the caps on. And that's pretty much it. And that is how you check the gravity levels for any industrial battery. Whether it's 12 volt, you can do car batteries. You can do 24 volt batteries, which would be 12 cells. In this case, this is an 18 cell battery, so it's 36 volts. And that's how you check the gravity levels. So again, pulling off each cap, putting everything back in place, checking the water levels first, because if it doesn't have any water, you can't perform that test. So that is how you check gravity levels in an industrial battery. Questions, comments, concerns, and if you like this video, please subscribe. And again, thanks for watching.